Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. My bad. Hello and welcome to Thaiger Bites. This is where we get to address your comments and feedback from all of our platforms on the website and social media on Instagram, Facebook, and the Thaiger Talk Forum on...
Don't forget the Thaiger Talk Forum.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Thaiger Talk Forum, where you can too join the conversation.
We've got a new set.
Yes, we do.
Another new set.
Another new set.
God, the money's flowing.
The day of sets.
Sorry?
The day of sets.
Oh, sets, okay. So I'm going random again, like I did last time.
Okay.
Rambo random.
Rambo Tim.
Are you going to start?
I can just imagine you with like war paint all over your face.
Well, we should say that there has been momentous news over the past few days relating to the Thailand Pass.
That's right.
So a lot of my comments, I'm absolutely positive, as I just randomly pick through these comments today, will be relating to the changes to the Thailand Pass.
Your voices have been heard, ladies and gentlemen. Restrictions have been eased. But first, let's start with Factor Matrix, who says, "You guys are so funny. This is the way news should be presented. I like the girl and also the old guy. I don't want to call you by name as I don't know you that well."
I'd be the old guy, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't want to call you by name because he doesn't know you. But, you know, you're the old guy.
I'm Tim.
Yeah. And the girl.
And the girl. Yeah.
During,
That's natty.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the comment, Factor. Hopefully you watch us a bit more and then you'll feel comfortable calling us by our names.
With the old guy, the girl, and I don't know. What's your description of Jay?
I don't know, the lost soul.
The lumberjack. My first one is from Bob Montan. He says, a step in the right direction. This is definitely about the Thailand Pass and the changes. But making the Thailand Pass is still difficult for many. So just really oversimplifying, they've got rid of the on-arrival PCR test. They've got rid of the accommodation, the SHA plus hotel. And they're recommending an ATK test on the 5th day, but it's not compulsory. And they're saying monitor your own health. Great. So there's no testing coming into Thailand, but you've still got to do the Thailand Pass.
That's right.
To register your vaccination certificates and your insurance. And the insurance has been reduced from a value of $20,000 down to $10,000. So, yeah, Bob's saying, great, but he still wants to get rid of the Thailand Pass. So the Thailand Pass is still
Victory.
here. Yeah, but... Nelly. People still want to get rid of the Thailand Pass.
All right.
Thanks, Bob.
I've got a comment here from Ron who says, the new guy lives in Thailand for decades but never visited Lumpini Park in
you're
Bangkok.
the new guy. So I'm the old guy.
Yeah.
That's the girl.
The girl.
And you're the new guy.
New guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yes. Let me repeat again. Ron says, the new guy lives in Thailand for decades but never visited Lumpini Park in Bangkok. That is like living in France near Paris and never visiting the Eiffel Tower. Not an adventurer.
You've never been to Lumpini Park?
No, I've never been to Lumpini Park.
I'm shocked.
You're shocked at that?
I'm horrified.
Are you really?
Yes.
Are you joking? I can't
I'm
tell.
joking a bit.
Okay.
Well,
But
I mean, look.
what shocked me was the fact that he compared the Eiffel Tower
to Lumpini Park.
to Lumpini Park.
Well, I mean, look, they're both sort of iconic
Yeah.
visitations when you're in Bangkok. But, I mean, there's a lot to see in Bangkok. Some people are just not into parks.
Yeah.
You're into sex shows and rave parties.
Yeah, I know where they are.
Sure.
I'm well informed. People give me this information. I have been to the Mahanakhon, though. Have you been to the Mahanakhon?
Yeah. I've been there, but it was closed.
Oh.
On the day I went there and I was a bit horrified at the cost, but I was going to go, but they actually said, no, it's closed today. I can't even remember why.
The tallest building / tower in Thailand.
Yes. And they've got got about 3 floors. You've got bars and you've got the sky deck. You've got that thing where you walk out where it's got the glass walk on.
Yeah. It's kind of cool, though. But yes, Ron, I don't think visiting Lumpini Park makes me not an adventurer.
So Goodmund says, so what about the sealed flight rules on arriving? Again, Thailand Pass stuff. I guess they will disappear. The idea of arriving on an airline and then staying in transit in a sort of a sealed bubble and then getting on the same airline to your next destination, that's sort of gone. You'll now be able to arrive, walk out of the arrivals hall without doing any tests, and then walking into the domestic check-in and getting on your next flight. So this is a momentous change, big changes. So come back to Thailand. Momentous. Thank you, Goodmund.
Right, I've got a comment from Marlon Johnson regarding Songkran, and he says, all I see is foreigners doing whatever they want to do, SMH.
SMH, what's that?
Smack my head. So all
like
I see...
a face plant.
That's right. All I see foreigners doing is whatever they want, but it looks like fun though.
Yeah, well, Songkran sort of got a little bit out of control in some locations. As far as abiding by the government's edict for no water splashing, yeah.
There was no water splashing this Songkran. The government said nay, and the people abided.
This one's from Expat in Training. Says, thumbs up. This type of shirt makes you look 10 years younger. Not that I was wearing a Thaiger shirt. Respectfully, the Hawaiian shirts you wear make you look like an old man. So thank you very much. I have actually not worn one of the Hawaiian shirts. What are you laughing about?
I laugh because our editor's laughing. Blame Shy.
Yes, so the Hawaiian shirts are a thing of the past. They were a bit of an affectation.
Yes.
Driven mostly by the people who kept on sending me Hawaiian shirts, and by the fact that you seem to like talking about it, which I didn't. So we're quite happy to get rid of the Hawaiian shirts. We should have a ceremonial burning, a farewell. We'll put them on a loi krathong and push them out into the Gulf of Thailand.
Symbolic.
All sort of burning and flames emanating. Yeah. We'll get arrested for pollution or something. Thank you very much, Expat in Training.
Yeah. Oh.
And to you.
Okay, here we go. I've got a comment here, which actually I've deleted by mistake. But the comment read, I remember what the comment said. I forgot who it was from, but the comment read, as soon as I see Jay, I switch off.
Oh, well, I can understand that.
Yeah. To which a gentleman called Benjamin,
who?
or Benjamin,
right,
said, perhaps you should watch another show. He's the main presenter of Good Morning Thailand.
Yeah, well, actually, most of us here in the office, as soon as we see Jay, we turn off. So
pretty much.
We're with you.
Frowns,
we understand.
You know, just a little squeaks and screaks.
By the way, this is the first Thailand bites you've done with this hair on your face.
That's right.
So what's going to happen with it? Can you give me a bit of a long-term prognosis? It's sort of, you sprung it on us after Songkran.
Yes.
It's now starting to get a little bit woolly.
Well, it's funny you asked that. I actually ordered a
trimmer,
a grooming machine just for the beard.
Okay.
And it arrived this morning. It's actually on my desk.
All right.
And hopefully I will groom it. And I don't know. I'll
try to groom it live on.
No, definitely not. But I'm going to try to maintain the beard.
Do you like the look?
Yes, I've always loved having a beard. And since I started doing Good Morning Thailand, I felt like maybe a cleaner look would be better because, you know, a lot of the viewers were like, oh, it looks dirty, it's this and that, blah, blah, blah. But I said, nay, I'm going to take a stand. And I'm going to stand up for all the men out there who do have beards and who like beards and say that it too can look beautiful and clean and well-groomed.
Chai, thumbs up, thumbs down?
People with beards have feelings and lives. Yeah, Chai likes it. Ladies and gentlemen, so far 90% of the people have been quite positive about the beard, so thank you for the compliments. And say yay if you want the beard to continue.
Sorry, I asked. James Knight has written to us. I'm just picking completely random comments here.
Yeah.
This is the next one. Where do you get the tests from and how do you go about it? Yeah. Now, I think he's talking about the ATK tests, which are voluntary now, after May the 1st. And if it all gets passed by the Royal Gazette, which we assume will happen early next week. ATK tests are freely available and cheap at any convenience store in Thailand. And that could include 7-Eleven, Family Mart or Lawson's, which I have a I've had 4 convenience stores right next to my place, Lawson's and about 3 7-Elevens, all next to each other. Go figure.
There are about 3 Lawsons left in Thailand.
And the ones at the airport.
Yeah.
I reported about the one that lost its L on the sign.
Oh, no.
People were very shocked. So, yeah, and I think they cost, I might need some help here, 50 baht, 60, 70 baht.
For
ATK test.
Yes.
They're not that expensive. And when you've done the test, I think you take a photo and you upload that photo on the More Prom app, which is available from all fine app stores, including the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. So that's what you do. Thank you very much, James Knight. These are comments and questions. As I said, completely random on my phone from today.
Tim, the public servant, providing the people with the information they need. And moving on, Chad Williams shares with us.
Chad, the Chadster.
The Chadster.
The big C.
Right.
Hi, Chad.
He shares his experience watching Good Morning Thailand, and he says, "Happy hands, fantastic. I'm feeling fabulous." And then there's Jay with the beard. I don't think he's a fan.
Okay. Yes, we were wondering where the jazz hands came from. I don't even know what brought up jazz hands.
Yeah.
But we were debating where they came from, and we decided that they sort of became popularised in the movie or the play, the musical before it, Chicago, with the choreography of Bob Fosse. And now here's Jay to do his best Bob Fosse impersonation.
Yes, in respect to Natty. It's a Natty thing.
It's not very good. So here, Antoinette says...
Marie?
Antoinette looks at a photo of a lady.
Marie Antoinette?
So, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So relieved. Now I can cancel the SHA Plus hotel for my arrival on the 1st of May. Well, a bit to unpack there. In theory, yes. If you arrive after 1 minute past midnight on the 1st of May, you won't have to have a The thing is, you'll actually have had to have applied for the Thailand Pass before the 1st of May.
That's right.
So, but assuming that you don't need it, you could apply for a refund. I'm thinking the best way to go, if you've already paid for it, look, you're probably going to have to just write to them and hope like hell. I think a lot of people have had problems getting refunds from the SHA Plus hotels. Some people have said, yeah, no problem, but other people have written to us saying it's been a problem. These crossover times when they change these Thailand passes and the people who have sort of applied before but they arrive after, it does cause a lot of problems, and they should arrive here sort of prepared for anything, because you may or may not have to abide by the new or the old rules. It's going to be a little bit messy. Be patient. Just remember that once you're here, you get to have 50 baht pad thais.
Woo!
That's all worth it.
I've got a comment here from Tsunami415, who's got a great exercise option for citizens around the world. And he says, Tai Chi is a great idea for senior citizens. So, Tim, do you do Tai Chi?
I've done Tai Chi once. I was bored sideways. I admired the sort of the choreography of the whole thing and the way that everybody knew what to do.
It's the flow.
But it was sort of like a bad comedy with me. They were sort of going like this and I was going like the wrong way. It's a bit like Judi Dench in the second most exotic Marigold Hotel when they're all doing the Bollywood stuff and she's doing her own thing. I was sort of the Judi Dench of the Tai Chi class.
Okay.
It's a very bad simile, but...
Great comparison.
Yeah, I tried yoga, but I was equally bored with yoga. And then somebody said you go and do yoga in a place where it's like hot and steamy in a room.
Hot yoga, yeah.
That was just ridiculous.
Why? It's a great exercise.
Oh, well, do it with air conditioning.
No, do it.
In nice, comfortable clothes.
But then you get to burn calories as well as get a good stretch in.
It stank. It was horrible. SFXN. FXLXN. What does that one stand for? We figured out SMH. I have no idea what this one is. It finally feels like the war against the virus is nearly over. So glad Thailand decided to grow up.
Oof.
So a little bit going on there. Obviously, you are one of the people, SFLXN, who believe it might have been somewhat of a hoax or a scam. But yeah, look, I think we can probably say with reasonable authority, and I was looking at the Worldometers figures today, that it does look like we are in the dying days of this pandemic. However, whilst there are still plenty of cases out there, this virus still has the capacity to mutate. And its mutation is completely unpredictable. People say it always mutates to a weaker state. Well, that's not the case. It is random. So it's only over when it's actually over. But now this virus is slowly becoming endemic. It can, like the flu, be completely random in its mutations. Yeah. And that's why you have to have a different flu shot every year, because it keeps on mutating. And it may be the same in the future. We may have to have an annual coronavirus or COVID-19 sort of booster. Okay, thanks for listening. You were looking, but you weren't listening.
We may. We don't talk about boosters in this episode. That is
okay. All right.
Here we go. My last comment for today says, from News Now tomorrow today, says, listening to Jay trying to string two words together is painful.
Why are you picking ones that are criticising you?
Because they make me laugh.
Okay.
I mean,
what's he accusing you of?
Just listening to me is painful.
You sit in my seat. You won't know what painful is.
You're saying I'm picking the ones that are mean to me, but to be honest, I feel I find them hilarious. I find it funny that someone decided to take a moment to write a comment on how much they hate me, as in, I'm really hurt by your words. I'm upset.
The actual Mac says, this isn't even really news, is it? Talking about the changes to the Thailand Pass and being very facetious. News will be when the hotels, tests and masks, capital MASKS, the entire theatre production are gone. Glad I'm coming December. Oh, he's written more. Surely it will be gone by then. So, look, just going through that, the hotels, you don't have to pre-book for a hotel anymore. The tests, there's no testing now when you arrive. So forget about complaining about those things. They're gone after May the 1st, or whenever it's all enacted. It'll be May the 1st. Masks, I don't know. That's a way. I'm thinking of all the things they're going to reduce, the restrictions they're going to remove. The masks is going to be the last one. I'm slowly seeing some entrances when you go into a hotel or a shop. Some of them aren't doing the temperature check on the way in now. Are you noticing that?
Yeah.
There's a little bit, and even at Phuket Airport, they were starting to peel off some of the don't sit here on every second seat.
Well, before there used to be a security guard behind every heat meter machine, thermometer machine.
They're not sort of being staffed anymore.
Now it's like, whether you do it or not, even at the BTS, they don't care. They're just like, people are moving on. It's about time. Let's move on.
But masks, I just can't see them. They're going to have to get rid of the emergency decree.
I don't think there will ever be an outrage from locally from Thailand where they're going to start demanding to take off masks. Like, no, most Thai people don't care.
Yeah, it's a different vibe here. To me, I wear my mask. It honestly doesn't bother me. I don't walk around going, oh, I wish I could take this thing off. I mean, I'd be happier without it. But if it's the little thing I can do to be part of the wider population and to show responsibility towards the local population, the rules and regulations, well, I'm happy to do it. It just doesn't bother me. But I know some people are outraged by the wearing of masks, and some of them...
You're pro-mask, Tim. I can't believe you said that.
I didn't say I'm pro-mask. It's just that I'm not outraged by the situation. I'm not going to get upset.
You must be outraged. You must be.
According to the actual Mac
Miller.
Yes.
Do you know Mac Miller?
I don't know. Who's Mac Miller?
He was a former rapper. Rest in peace, Mac Miller.
I don't care. Go on, next.
That's it. I'm done.
Will I do one more?
Yes, please. Last one. Let's go.
Get on a plane with unvaccinated passengers. No thanks, says Extensi, starting with an X. Well, I mean, some airlines will require you to be vaccinated before you get on the plane. That's a situation not for the Thailand Pass or the Thailand government. That's a situation for the airlines. So at the moment, there are some airlines that require you to be vaccinated. There are other airlines that require you to have a PCR test if you're not vaccinated. And there are some that are saying unvaccinated passengers cannot fly with us at the moment. So these situations will need to evolve as well. So just because the Thailand Pass now says that you can enter as vaccinated or unvaccinated and you don't have to take a test if you have been vaccinated, that doesn't preclude an airline bringing you here to Thailand requiring those things. So still homework to do. But for me, I was not going to leave Thailand and go on a holiday, which I richly deserve. I've got about 58 days logged for my holidays at the moment. So I could go for 2 months. Would you miss me?
Sure.
Great. Would you miss me, Chai?
Yes.
He was shaking his head.
The
when he was
delayed
saying,
response said it all.
Yeah.
All right.
But now, with these latest changes that were made at the end of the week, I'm going to go on my holiday.
Ooh.
And because I can come back without somebody sticking something up my nose.
Child, things are gonna get easier.
What are you doing? What is this?
It's the end of the show.
What did you have? What did you have for lunch?
I had a Red Bull.
You certainly did.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And something.
We hope you've enjoyed today's show. If you have, please click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about the changes of the Thailand Pass or anything else we've said today.
Well, may I say, go to the Thaiger Talk, because the articles discussing the changes to the Thailand Pass, which came out on Friday around about lunchtime, it'll be full of comments. So
Yes.
they need you to get in there and give your comments as well.
That's right. And we hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.